Well, welcome everybody to Mouse Perks on, let me check the date. It's one of those COVID kind of things. You don't even know what day it is. So May 27th, 2020. And we've got a great night planned for you tonight. The theme tonight in all of our quizzes is things you do outside the parks and in addition to your normal park tickets. So we're going to be talking about resort activities and entertainment at the resort. Disney Springs activities will be another set. We're going to talk about Park Hopper Pluses. This is going to get us into the water parks and the mini golf and see what you guys remember about those experiences. So let's go ahead and kick off tonight's show. And I'm going to welcome back our producer, who rarely ever comes on camera, but she's wrote questions tonight. So let's welcome back to the show, Gina.
Hi.
Hey, Gina, how you doing tonight?
Good news today, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we did get some really good news today.
Yes.
And I cannot wait, to get back into those parks. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping I can survive until I don't have to wear a mask, to be honest with you. I just wore one out to the hardware store, and it was just like, ugh.
It gets real hot.
Yeah.
It gets real hot. I know.
It's just hard to breathe and everything else. I just can't imagine the Florida heat with that, but maybe I'm by myself. But hey, at least we have some dates now, and it sounds like the mayor approved.
Oh.
And so we should be going pretty good. So I'm kind of excited about that.
I'm very excited. We're opening day. We're July 11th. So
Awesome.
We'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's excellent. Anyway.
So let's go ahead and, I guess, seeing that you're on camera now, we got to figure out who's putting up the banners tonight.
I can do both. So.
Oh, you're multi-talented.
We can do that. So we can do this. And here is today's first topic.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run that as a streamer down here. And then I want to throw this banner up that just says, welcome to social distancing with Mouse Quiz. So if you're just now joining us for the first time, we created this Mouse Quiz platform just to help people stay home, stay safe, and stay magical. For the simple fact that we didn't know when we were going to be able to get back into the parks. And it was just kind of this big downer. So we figured, hey, what can we do to help ease the time at night, at least 2 nights a week, until we figure out what's going on with this COVID stuff, get some hope back into our plans. So it sounds like we at least have some dates now, which means we're going to probably shut down the Wednesday night Mouse Quiz whenever the parks do open. So probably mid-July will be our last Wednesday night one. However, we are running this on Friday nights, and Friday nights will be going at least until next April.
That'd be great.
We're kind of excited about that. Kind of really excited about that. And that's simply due to the fact that I got a killer discount by paying for the quiz software on an annual basis.
Awesome.
So we're all kind of looking at it going, yeah, like 2 quiz nights a week, plus a podcast, plus a live show for my DVC points. We're kind of stretched thin. So we'll be looking for a little bit of a break here.
Yay.
So that's the story on that. Let's come back in and say hi to everybody. And Vicky says hi, and Jen says hi, and Alicia says hi, and Penny says hi, and Shannon says hi. She's going to miss her 4th of July trip. So she's going over to the Badlands, Universal. Well, hey, they'll be open.
Hey, you'll still be in Florida.
You'll still be in Florida.
Yeah, you'll still be in Florida.
Yep, still be in Florida, right? And then Ing says, our family has loved it. Thank you all so much. Well, thank you guys for playing. We really enjoy seeing all the great comments from everybody as well. And then, so Tony Ann's here tonight, and Maria's here.
Hi.
And Margarita's here.
Oh, yay.
So, or Margita. I see that and I instantly think, because that's where I met her for the first time, was at the Mexico Pavilion. She's Kurt Stone's wife. And
yes.
Like margaritas are legendary in the geeking community. So I just automatically went geek, Kurt's wife, Margaret, filled in the Rita, right? Because that's, they're pretty dang popular.
Very close. And they're very close. Her name's very close to Margarita.
Yep. So Carol's here tonight and Sarah's here. This is her first time. Welcome,
good.
Sarah.
Hi.
So for those of you who are your first time, what you're going to do is you're going to be watching the stream on one screen, and then either in a tab on that screen, if it's a PC, or on your smartphone, you just bring up any browser and you go to crowd.live/dsactive. And that little code will log you into our first little quiz here. And what you'll do is we'll project the quiz and the music on the screen, but you'll actually see them on your smartphone or your second tab if you're playing on a PC browser. And then you'll just vote with your finger, or you'll send in your selections with a mouse click. It's pretty simple. At the end of the round, we'll score this up and it'll let you know how you're doing against your neighbors. And then also as well, when you go to sign in, we'll ask you to pick a team, okay? If you're playing for a podcast team, that's great. If not, just pick free agents. And then at the end of the night, we'll come back in with a finalized tally to let everybody know which team did the best. And just so you guys know, there's a little bit of a rivalry going on between the geeks from Geekin' on WDW podcast and one of their spinoff podcasts, which is our friend Tony, and over there at the Disney Crush. So you got the geeks versus the crushers. That's kind of coming. And then Friday night, the Welcome Home team will be here from Welcome Home podcast. And I've already got half of those questions written for the Welcome Homies. And it's going to be a little bit harder that night just because Trevor kind of encouraged me to make them harder. Okay.
And I love the team name, the Welcome Homies. That's a great name.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling them, right? I didn't give them the option on that one.
That's
so
a great name.
I thought they should have called their group the Welcome Homies. Okay.
That's fabulous.
And yeah. So anyways, and Margita says, LOL, always margarita.
Awesome.
Yep.
Good.
So hey, Scott. And Tony says we can just call her Mama as well. There we go. And then Brandy's here, Lindsay's here, Jacob's here. And it looks like Glenn is here tonight. And he's saying bittersweet day because he had a trip for June 15th to the 19th.
Oh.
Yeah.
So close.
So close. If you were going to Hilton Head, you'd be good, buddy. So, or Vero. There you go. And then Jen says, now I want a margarita. Yeah, I know. And it's not Friday night. So
A few more days.
2 more days. We'll be back and then we'll be doing that. So, and then Patricia's here tonight. And so it looks like Sarah's in the same club that her June 20th trip got canceled. Oh, and it was a beach club.
That hurts.
Ooh, that's
that
tough.
hurts. That's painful.
That's tough. So that's tough. And then Sarah says she's just warming things up tonight, scouting it out for the Welcome Home podcast, right?
Oh, great.
Yes. And Scott says Trevor's home baking cookies. Okay. That he should be, right? The take and bake kind in the Grand Villas. Okay. And Glenn says he loves those guys too, right?
Great.
So let's just come back in here, and we're about 9 minutes after, so it means we should be ready to get rolling. Looks like we got about 58 players logged in and ready to go. So I think we're pretty good here, Gina. Why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown as to what we can expect from this round?
So these are Disney spring activities that you either buy a ticket for or you walk around and can just happen upon it. So that's basically what it is when you're on your Disney Springs resort stay, and that's what you want to do.
Cool. And then I forgot one last thing as well here. If you'd like to come back in and support the show, we'd love to have you come back in. Patreon.com/mydvcpoints is the group that helps pay the software bills for this, right? A lot of people during COVID are doing pay-to-play trivia, and we've made a commitment to everybody to keep this platform free to everybody and no charge. But as well, if you love playing here, you find value out of it, you want to help this thing get going, patreon.com/mydvcpoints. We'd love to have you join our producers club and help cover some of the expenses, but you don't have to, right? Because we've got it we'll get it either way, but it would be nice to have that. So that being said and done, I always forget to do that. Let's go ahead and kick this round off.
Sounds great. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. And it looks like we had an issue on question number 2. We have the wrong answer in there. So Gina's actually in the process of deleting that one. And so let me come back over here because we got warped a little too soon.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'm just removing.
Okay, let me come back in and share this. We'll come back in and see how we did. And everybody got that one right, too. So it wasn't question 2, Gina.
Oh.
I think it was, unless you already deleted it.
I did. I did.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
User error. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. But we got Lanuba right. That one was pretty good. And Aerophile is not a clothing store. It's actually the balloon ride. And then 24 screens there. That one was just a wild guess for me. And Ireland, Raglan Road, we did good there. Helium.
I had to look that one up. That was my that was my job today. I was like, oh, I want to see what it's made of.
And then it looks like we did pretty well on the void. 76% got that one right.
I liked that one because it was jump. I liked the jump into hyperreality.
There you go. There you go. Ooh, but you got jump and NBA experience.
That's why I did that. That's why I did the jump.
Tricky. So Tony Ann asked which one was the wrong one. And it was a question. 2. The answer was the boathouse. Yeah, it was where can you board the amphicars at? And I think it's one that I worked on some wording on, so that one's probably my bad.
Okay.
I think the ladies had that one right.
Okay. And she's here, so Ulli, the other writer's here.
Oh, okay. So, Ulli's here. Welcome, Ulli. So, yeah, Gina and Ulli wrote these, and we got her in. So,
hello.
And then, which of these is not available at Disney Springs? Bumper cars, I figured would take up a lot of space. Because I don't know where the carousel is, but I know there's a train and I know there's bowling. So.
Yeah, I was surprised about the carousel. That's why I threw it in there.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it would be there, but okay.
Yeah. I didn't know where it was.
And then we got a lot of laughs on this one. At least Glenn throws this up. So which character can you take a photo with?
Yep.
The RC Cola whales. You actually got one person to take that. So
it was just a clever answer.
Yeah, I figured that one was pretty much a given just due to all the marketing there.
Right.
And then this one was actually pretty tough. Which one's not on the Disney Springs app? So the East Side. And I'm trying to think, what's that called? Is that called the marketplace?
No, the marketplace is the East Side.
Got it.
There's another one. It was Town Center, and there's 4 locations. The Landing, that was the other one.
Got it. We just had a question. Somebody asked, what's the link to just join us if you're joining new?
Oh, yeah.
Down here at the bottom, crowd.live/DS active if you're just now coming in for round 2.
Okay, and I'll warp us now.
So, okay, I thought you already did. So.
No, I was deleting the question.
Okay. So, perfect. Okay, so Gina's going to warp us over to the next one. And let's see, questions here. Brenda asks, where's the train? And I think that's right up by Ghirardelli, isn't it?
I think so. I looked at
it's up in that area. Between Ghirardelli and Earl of Sandwich. It seems like it's right outside of there. I know it's in that upper end. Okay. And Scott's saying, I remember the carousel is over by Goofy's Candy.
Okay.
H Gun Shop, High Fishing Supply. Yep. And then let's see. And Tony says she actually loves RC Cola. It's a Southern thing. I
had to throw it in there because RC is really good.
Inga. Oh, okay. So, and Inga was saying, right? Did I get that right? Inga? This
It's
is so
probably
hard because
cute.
Disney Springs is her must is Amorettes and Raglan Road. So going for the pastries and the dancing there, I guess. So okay, and so now the trash talking's going because I didn't get to see the score. So let me come back up and do that here. We'll come back in and go crowd rankings and then player rankings. So congratulations to Micah, Tony, WW Diggs, Glenn, Christy, Jen, Jeremy, Alicia, Jen, Jeff, Daniel, Nancy. Wow. I actually did pretty well tonight. I was just slow. I tried to be slow. I read some of the questions, but it looks like we did pretty well. And we've got 65 people playing. So good first round. Great
That's
first
great.
round. Looks like we've got 73 people now logged into this next round.
Awesome.
So we're probably good to go here.
Okay. And this is Alicia's round. So
Yeah, let me just come back in. And this one's Alicia's round. So let's bring Alicia in to talk to us about these questions. And we'll come back in. So thanks, Gina. Thanks, Ulli.
You're welcome.
Yep. And hey, Alicia.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Barely. You might want to touch the gain up just a frog hair.
How about that?
Okay, we'll deal with that for now.
We just got a terrible thunderstorm roll through here just before I came on.
Oh, I hate it when that happens. So this next round is called the hard ticketed events. So what can you tell us about this round that we're getting ready to go into?
So these are the hard ticket events, the things that you have to pay extra for at Disney. It's not the tours because we did that a few weeks ago. So the hard ticket events, your parties, your desserts type things. So some of the fun hard ticket things that you can do without park tickets necessarily.
Oh, okay. So that's key information here. So the hard ticketed events. Okay. I'm not going to mention any of them because they could be some of your quiz answers.
That's what I was trying to figure out how to describe it. I was saying that. I will say a couple of them you may need park tickets now that I think about it. They're a hard ticket within the park, but most of them are things you could do without a daily park ticket.
Got it. So it's the extra events and things along those lines. So it's kind of plussing it up a little bit.
Yes, Disney Plussing it.
Got it. Well, if you're just now joining us for this round, Gina, let's go ahead and throw this up for round 2. And crowd.live/hardtix. Hard, HARDTIX. And our quiz writer here is Alicia. And so I'm going to go ahead and give everybody a chance to get logged in. And as I come back in and look at this, and I come back over to the hard tickets events, we've got 69 people logged in and ready to go. So I think we're good to go to count this thing down. What do you think, Alicia?
I think we're good. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Good luck, everybody. So let's come back in and we'll share the screen and cue the music. All right. Well, let's welcome back here Alicia. And congratulations to Nancy, Jen, and Jen. So, hey, good job, everybody. So let's see, what kind of, where did we get you guys? Okay. I saw a couple of, I fat fingered this kind of questions in there. So I'm just wondering where everybody got tripped up at. And I think Ulli made this comment here. Yowza, I do not do hard ticket events and it shows. And Jeff saying, I stunk at that too. So, and then congrats, Jen, for the first time in the top 3. And Tony Ann saying Holly Austin's meeting must have gotten out in time for her to make it to round 2.
People are going to start scheduling things with Holly just to make sure she doesn't make it.
Yeah, blowing up her cell phone in this, You just wait till all the little nasty games start to come out, right? So let's come back in, and I'm going to look at the results summary here and see. I'll go ahead and copy these over. And
I think for the most part, people did pretty well. I didn't see, at least when my glancing at it, didn't see a lot of tough ones.
Yeah, I thought we went pretty easy on them in this round.
I may have to up my game, Chad.
Yeah, you might have to, right? And I tried to work on the wording a little bit, but maybe I definitely shot us in the foot last time doing it. So, but the Villains Night, Magic Kingdom, that one was pretty good. 67% got that right. And then the Public Night, and I got some people on the Moonlight Magic event there because that's not a public one. That's for DVC members only. But H2 Glow Nights. And then everybody pretty much got, you can't bob for apples at Disney.
Especially now.
Yeah, especially now. I don't think you'll ever be able to do that again. Like, I'll think, knowing what I know now about respiratory stuff, I don't think I want to do that ever anyplace. Okay?
No, thank you.
Yep. And then Snow Falling in Main Street. So that one was pretty easy. And then I had to guess on this next one. I knew Disney After Hours did that, but I thought that was a generic thing. I thought they all did that, but I guess it's unique to Disney After Hours, right?
It is. At least in that combination.
Yeah, and then I think you got some people here on the Tomorrowland Terrace versus Topolino's Terrace versus Top of the World. And then 97% got DVC as a Moonlight Magic event. And that one was kind of a gimme question. And then the Oogie Boogie Bash. You'd have to be a Disneyland person to know that one. And when can adults wear? It's only at the Not So Scary Party. And then I missed this one. I thought Cinderella's Royal Table was open for breakfast, but
It is, but this is as part of the hard ticket event, the Early Morning Magic.
Got it.
Breakfast is included with your ticket at Cosmic Rays.
Got it. And then I came back in and put the words require here in all caps. Okay. For the simple fact that I know we did get lanyards at like the Disney After Dark. We got them at the Star Wars nights over at Hollywood Studios. So it was, you wore the lanyards, but I think the wristband was the actual required part. So I think we all did pretty good on that round. And then just looking at results here and crowd rankings here. Jen, Nancy, Jen, the Dinks, Jenna, Holly, wait. Tony, you beat Holly this round. So good Lord, what happened there? Okay, then. So let's come back in and take a peek and see if there's any other questions here. And Micah was saying, hey, is there a villains event at Hollywood too? I don't know for that one.
Certainly not on their current list. That's not to say they didn't offer it at one point in time, but I went back to their 2019 offerings and I didn't see it there.
Got it. Okay. And then Shannon says, thanks for reminding me to check for the refunds from the Villains After Hours and Cirque. Hey, you're welcome on that one. And then Glenn saying that he fat fingered number 1. And then I'm like, okay, I click fast to catch up, play it safe, or don't lose too many more.
That's the dilemma, Glenn.
Yep. And then Micah said he was looking for Pinocchio Village House for breakfast and then realized they moved it. Great questions. Sandy saying having little co-readers does not help with the speed factor. Thought you were getting them their own devices to play, right? And then Elizabeth said, same here. I knew 90% and hit the wrong one at least 3 times. Oh, I hate it when that happens. You got some love on your H2 flow nights. Yep.
Some of the fun in writing these questions is coming up with the wrong answers. I got to be honest.
Yep. And then, this little chain of conversation here and sober and redo. Jen, I'm so proud. Next time, let's Zoom and play and drink.
Game inside a game.
There you guys go. Right? And Ulli was saying, Micah, I think so too. So, and then we've got a yes for Friday. But, and then Shannon saying that must have been a different round because I did not do so good. Well, there you go, right? Oh. And then, Tony saying, Micah, to Google the Villains event at Hollywood Studios. It was a logistical nightmare and probably has an interesting history. So that sounds like that's a quiz question and a half right there, Tony. So anyways, hopefully by now everybody is warped over to the next round. And let me come back in and close off that window. And if you're just now joining the show and you want to jump in on this third round, it'll be crowd.live/PHPLUS. Okay? The old programmer in me sees the PHP, but it's just Park Hopper Plus is what that stands for. And this one was by Ulli. So thank you for your help on that one, Alicia. And let's bring Ulli back. Hey, Ulli.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what do we got going on in this round of questions tonight?
So this is if you choose to buy, a series of tickets for the parks and then you do the Park Hopper Plus option. I have never done that, so I thought this would be fun for me to write some questions and then maybe make them kind of easy since I don't know a lot about them. And it was honestly a little bit difficult to put 10 questions together on this because nowhere on Google does anyone know what you can actually do at the ESPN Sports place. But it was fun, and I think you guys will enjoy the questions that are there.
I think you have to have a sporting event to even get in there. I think they badge you or check you you just can't wander in there off the street. So.
Right, but it's just strange that they make it as part of the Park Hopper Plus option, and then you basically have to be a parent of a child participating in an event to use that option, So it's just strange that they.
Oh, that is weird. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess with the NBA moving in, ain't nobody getting in there but NBA. So
right.
Yeah, there we go, huh? There we go. Okay, well let me come back in and check this round, and it looks like we've got 71 people logged in and ready to go. And Gina's got us all warped over, so my screen is warped. Both of them are. And I guess we're ready to go here. So any final words of wisdom here, Ulli?
Think fast and good luck.
Think fast and good luck. Okay. So it sounds like these are easy and speed's going to be the key. So we'll go ahead and get this round kicked off, and we will see you guys after the end of it. All right. So welcome back, everybody. We just did a quick fact check on number 5 and realized we had that one wrong.
No.
That Oak Trail Golf Course is the walking one there. I knew there was one, and that seems like that one's right up front. But anyway, so how'd you guys do on that one? And Jen says all of the golf questions. Well, one of them we're throwing out. So, and Ariel said that was tough. And so we're looking at this one right now. And so Gina, if you can let me know when that's deleted, and I'll throw the retallied scores up as well. And so, yeah, I think that was a fun round for the simple fact that those things are they're just there. Okay. The last couple of years, I've been able to get the upgraded annual pass, the one that gives you the water parks. So I at least know the water parks. The golf course, not so much. So not so much on the mini golf things there. But let's come back in and take a look at this now. Let me come back in and go crowd rankings. And let me open that back up in a new tab so I can bring that over. And when we do this, we have a congratulations to Sarah, Jim, Jen, Eric, and the Sheldon fam. So you guys did really, really well that round. Let's take a look at result summary to see where our problems were. The Ice Gator one was a little bit of challenge. I knew it was a gator, but I didn't know if he was alligator or ice gator, but I went with ice for the simple fact that it's a snow theme, right?
Yep.
And then Santa Claus was just a wild guess. I knew that was probably not Joe Rohde's work. It was a little too cartoonish for him. So
I guess it was a bit of a trick question, but yeah, I didn't mean for it to be.
But I do remember that there's something in the story there that Santa had came back in. Okay. And Snowflake Lake was just a complete guess for me. I knew Summit Plummet was right. That's a wedgie machine. Okay. And I know the Snowstormers was right. Okay. And then 18 was a complete guess for me. 89 was a complete guess for me for Typhoon Lagoon. But I knew it wasn't there from my childhood. And so it came about sometime because mid to late 90s, I started going back and it was there again. So I figured it had to be there. And then the name of the boat, Miss Tilly's, that one I did know. And we did really well on this NBA experience one.
Yep.
And then this one was your trick question here. The foot golf is played with what? Got a few people on the football and then the golf ball. And then isn't it called frisbee golf when you play with that?
They call it foot golf. It's played with a soccer ball.
Yeah, but I mean, if you play with a frisbee, I think it's called frisbee golf.
Yes.
Yep. And then former attraction here, Sharks Reef. I didn't even know that was one. Didn't even know that was one. Okay. And so let's come back in and start looking at some of the crowd questions here as well then. So just looking at what these guys have written. And yeah, Jen was saying that, Oak Trails is walking only. Yeah, we took that question out. Amy says she was ranked first after the first question, and then it all went downhill. Huh? Okay. And so, here was a comment that I wanted to come back in. And so Brenda was saying, Tony Ann Elliott thinks you're a bot. You're just too good to be real. And Tony Ann knows her Disney, man. She's got her stuff together there. And then Glenn was saying Tony Ann takes both Kessler brothers down. And Scott 5 is the one that we threw out, I think. And then Amy was saying, great questions, Ulli. Sarah says, I'm so excited. My son is autistic and loves the water park, so she's spent a lot of time there. Awesome. Awesome. I love the water parks too. I can't get my family to go. And even when we got that year of DVC passes where we got the platinum plus for the cost of the gold, I could barely get them to go. And so we hit them once each, and there we go. And Margita was saying, I really rocked that quiz with 3 right. I need to leave the parks more often. And you need to get Kurt to get you an upgraded pass, right?
It's kind of cool. I think that's kind of neat that people do take things away from these questions, that you're learning about things that you don't necessarily know about. And I did want to throw out there that if you bought 6 days worth of tickets, you would add this option on for $105. And with a 6-day ticket, it means you can do 6 of these park hopper things. You could go to Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach, etc. And if you did 6 things, it would cost you $225 out of pocket. So if you do not have an annual pass, which I know a lot of us in these groups do, but if you don't and you're going to do these, it's worth it to do the add-on because it's over $100 value that you would save.
Yeah, especially because didn't they just put the NBA experience in there because no one was going to it? So I think they tacked that in there as well. And Glenn was saying, Jen, I'm looking at you at the top of the leaderboard with all those golf questions. Okay. And Nancy was saying, interesting to learn a little bit about those other places to go. Okay. And Amy was saying it's disc golf is with a frisbee. Okay. Oh, okay. But Micah liked those questions tonight. And
thanks, Micah.
Yeah, Sarah, we did not see when the water parks were opening. I don't think there was a mention there. And I just know you're not going to be wearing a mask at the water parks. That's just going to be but we'll get to them sooner or later. And Nancy was saying that she says Typhoon Lagoon shows open hours on July 11th, she thought. So that would be awesome there. So, okay. So those were some really great questions.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us here. And then Gina, who do we got lined up for this next set? Let me come back into it and I go, looks like we're at our final round and this one would be Vicky. So yeah, let's welcome Vicky back to the show. And thanks for joining us, Ulli. And if you're just now joining us for this 4th round, sorry, we're running a little late and behind schedule tonight. I guess we're just chatting a little too much. But if you're just now joining us and you want to play this final round, it's crowd.live/resort only. And Vicky, tell us a little bit about these questions tonight.
Yeah, so these are some fun facts about things that you could do around the resorts. A lot of people really enjoy having a resort-only stay sometimes, just to really unwind and relax. And before we knew the dates today, we assumed that the DVC resorts would be open before the parks, which it looks like June 2nd for DVC properties. And then that's a few weeks before any of the parks open. So these are some things that you can just do within the resorts. Again, assuming that these things open with the resorts, but some of the stuff I don't see why they wouldn't open. And then other things, we'll find out if they open. But it's a lot to do around the resorts for sure.
There is. And I think we all enjoy some resort only days.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's the pool activities. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this round.
Yeah.
So let's give everybody, if you're just now joining us, crowd.live/resort only. And then let me kill off this and we'll share this thing up and get this thing going.
Okay, good luck.
Yep, good luck, everybody. Ew, just saying. All right. Well, congratulations to Tony, Jen, and is it Alisa? Alyssa?
Maybe Elisa.
Alisa, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got to brush up on my names if I'm going to do this.
Your pronunciation of English.
But yeah, I think this was a pretty much a lot easier round because I'm seeing like 49th ranks got 9 out of 10 right. So I think you went easy on them tonight.
Did I go too easy?
Yeah,
it is a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday. We should have had you been our opener for tonight, right?
Start them easy.
Yeah, so let's come back in and see if there was any questions here from the crowd on this one. You know, Elizabeth was saying that was fun.
See, it's fun when it's easy.
And then Kristen says, I guess I need to stay more often. Being a local hurt me this round.
Well, you can go in the resorts even without
I mean,
tickets or without staying there.
Yep. And so Elizabeth says, now contemplating a resort stay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of DVCs after members are contemplating a resort stay after the today's announcements, right? And let's see here. Other questions. Oh. Ulli said she hit true instead of false by mistake and went went from 2 to 50 and never
man.
recovered.
It's a big drop.
Yeah, one wrong answer here, and you were toast, right? Because these were just so easy that one fat finger, right?
Yeah,
And then-
W Dings is down at 24. Must be a
Oh,
tough one.
yeah. And so, hey, congratulations for the top 10.
nice,
there.
nice.
Yes. The poolside one got me. I thought that was a little bit difficult as well. Let's come back in and look at that one. And then after I thought about it more, I was going, well, it's the same area for yacht and beach club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then if it's the same area for them, and then I had to go back in my mind and go, where is it? And it's right there on the sand by the pirate slide, which has a little pool down at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's technically poolside, I guess. Right?
I mean, I know for the All Stars, it's at the poolside. So I thought to me that was a good tell. But
Yeah, but that's where it's at for yacht and beach club. So
it's different at every, I did look, it's different at every resort. Sometimes it's on the lawn, sometimes at the community hall. So yeah.
yep. Because like boardwalk, it's definitely on the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the horseback riding one, everybody did really well. The drum lessons one was kind of obvious if you thought about Animal Kingdom and the other choices. And then Chef Mickey's is the only place to meet Mickey outside the parks. That is false. Thank you, Topolino's Terrace.
Yep.
Okay. And then Fantasia Gardens. And because Winter Summerland is right next to it, it's themed off of the ice over there at Blizzard Beach.
Blizzard Beach, yeah.
Yep. And then poolside here. And Grand Floridian has
Yeah.
the
A
orchestra.
lot of people knew that one.
Yep,
they're
that one we did
popular.
really well on. The Polynesian and the volcano slide. And then I just read this question and went, ooh.
People love this game, Chad. It's very popular.
You're telling me that's a not miss activity, huh?
People really like it. So,
I
you
can
like,
see my son getting into it, right?
and you love Animal Kingdom Lodge. You got to try it
Yeah,
one day.
I can see my son totally getting into it because you're talking poo, you're talking little boy language there, right? So, and then
Everyone got that one right. Good job.
yeah, 100% on that one, and then they all did pretty well on the Senses Spa one as well.
That's another popular spot.
Yeah,
I think it's the biggest spa, right? On property.
it is.
Yeah.
It certainly is. And then I think it's the same company that owns, because I reworded that one a little bit. Okay, because the same company has a spa over at like Wilderness Lodge.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
So
like
that was
a
a
real
good.
little tiny one though.
That's a good rewording. Thank you.
Yeah, I try
have-
to. So
They have one. They have a census also at Grand Flow, but I didn't put that as an answer. So
yeah, that's like the second smallest one.
yeah.
So we're looking here at this ranking here, okay? And then let me come back in. And I think if I turn on this switch to show multiplayer, okay. Overall tonight, congratulations to Jen Batch, then Tony Z, then WW Dinks. And this is what I don't like about the software, but we'll catch it right here, I hope. Okay. Or did it just stop on me?
Is it going to come back?
I gotta come back.
It'll never come back now.
No, by the time I come back to it, it just doesn't do that. So
Okay.
if I come
let's
back
see.
in and I click that on, I think I figured out how to do this.
Then Jeremy.
Then Jeremy, congratulations, Jeremy. Good to see you, my friend. So
Sarah, is that first time, Sarah?
I think that could be first time, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jeremy's the first time I've seen him join us as well. And so you guys did really, really well. If they're both batting for the welcome home,
Mhm.
it could be on like Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying?
So welcome
It's,
homies.
It very well could be. Now we didn't add them yet because we haven't had Tom on the show.
Oh, right.
So we'll have to come back in and add them into the template next time. But let's go ahead and come back in and see the team rankings. Is there any
Okay.
thoughts on here? Any
I'm
any
gonna.
predictions? Let me bring everybody else back in as well. So
I'm gonna say the geeking held strong. What do you guys think?
gotcha.
Yeah,
So
Geeking on. Crushers, though. Those crushers.
Yeah, the crushers too.
Any predictions here, Ulli?
Well, I certainly didn't help the Crushers tonight. Summerland got number 1 in that last round and number 2 overall. So let's see if she carried us again.
We'll have to see. Okay, you guys ready for this?
Here we go.
Okay, let's see.
And congratulations to the geeks.
Yay!
Close second.
The
Close
Crushers actually got
second.
more questions right than
Yep,
the geeks
very
tonight.
close. Very
Wow.
close.
But
The
the
geeks
geeks
are
answered
fast.
faster, right? So congratulations so much to the geeks. The geeks took it again, right?
Good job, geeks.
Good job.
Yeah,
Very
good
close,
job,
though.
geeks, right?
Time super close.
I think the homies are going to be practicing though.
Yep.
I think the homies are going to come in with a vengeance because I'm looking at a bunch of those people going, I recognize them as welcome homies, okay?
I think so. I think that's
And I
right.
think
Yeah.
we add, Trevor in here to the mix, and then if Trevor shows up and Tom shows up, and they'll be playing because I'm writing all the questions for
Yeah,
Friday.
they'll be contenders for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely writing all the questions for Friday. So, and Trevor kind of slapped me with the white glove there, and I don't want no easy ones. So I'm
Okay.
I kicked it up a little bit. I couldn't go full blown, all out that because I'm like, Trevor, I don't want everybody dropping after the first round. So, but we've got our little cheering going on over here. And let me come back in and drop that out of the screen. And then just woohoo, go geeks. But love your Crushers too.
Yep.
And then Glenn says Master Chief Tony Ann is gonna have those Crushers up at 5 a.m. tomorrow doing push-ups.
Reading trivia books.
Studying their
Brenda
Disney
says,
maps.
I think
Yep.
our Wi-Fi is too slow. And it's not a lot of data. So if you're
Okay.
faster service on your cellular, you could try that. Okay. And then yes, Victoria, we will definitely
Oh,
be
yeah, we
adding
need
in the
that.
welcome homies, right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that, but as soon as I hit the end live button here tonight, and then Glenn was saying, Yahoo, Jen was our big winner tonight.
Good job.
And
Great.
Scott saying we should get a prize. I thought about that, Scott, but then that's gonna make my question. It's just gonna amplify my question errors and no. Nope. Then I got to find somebody to pay for the prize, and yeah, it was just really not a good deal. And Alicia was saying you can meet Mickey at Best Friends Breakfast at Polly as well.
Oh,
True.
didn't
That's
know
right.
that.
We did that.
Yep,
Yeah.
and the Ohana breakfast. So,
Yeah.
The best friend's breakfast is the Ohana breakfast.
got it.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a cool name. I didn't even know that. See how much you learn at trivia?
You've done it.
I've learned I'm going to be spending a lot more money at things outside the parks. That's what I've
Mhm.
come to learn.
Mhm.
Yep.
I got to
Yep.
do that Park Hopper Plus now one time. That sounds like a really good deal, Ulli. Thanks for telling us about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it certainly is. And Margita says that was fun. Don't, Jacob, the mother-in-law
Wow.
was fourth. You're not going to live that one down. So, yeah. That's kind of how it goes tonight. So anyways, guys, we will be back on Friday night. And do we have a theme here? Or did we just come
It's
back
the welcome.
in?
It's the
No,
welcome
you know what I
homies.
did? Okay, here. Oh, heads up to everybody as well. So here's what we did. Because this was the Welcome Homies first ever contest here. What I did was I gave them some subjects and allowed them to add their own in a post in their group and let them vote on them. Okay. And so if I remember correctly, WDW Attractions was one of them.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did that poll. Mhm.
The resorts.
Mhm.
Yes. One about the resorts. Okay. And Finish the Line.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
Sing along.
People love that.
I know.
Yes. And I will not be playing music for the sing along that
Yes,
night,
smart.
okay. No music so that you guys can hum along in your head and without the distractions. And some of them are songs, some of them are things that you would hear quite often places. Okay?
Ooh.
That'll be fun.
So yeah, and like every single one of the distractors in that quiz set was from the song.
Oh man.
Oh no.
So I didn't give you any softballs of, ask the fishes, okay?
I'll never live that one down. I know.
That was a great one though. That one was great.
Fun.
So anyways, guys, we'll be back Friday night, 9:00. If you could go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'd really like to get some players and some subscriptions up over there on YouTube. But play where you're most comfortable. That's just my little preference there. But anyways, so we will come back in and we will see you guys Friday night. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Stay home, stay safe, and stay magical. Have a great night, everybody.